Alright, so that's Dragon Castle. Hey guys, what's up? Today we are going to take a look at this game called Dragon Castle, which is an abstract game, and let's take a look and see what's on the inside. Alright, let's take a brief look at the components for Dragon Castle, starting with the rulebook, which in my opinion is really pretty, well laid out. Not a lot of pages, it's not too overwhelming. And then when you get toward the back, you get your different layouts that you can use to set up your Dragon Castle and just references. So I like the rulebook, it's pretty well laid out. You also get some shrines, which are going to go on top of tiles on the player mats. You get some cards, which is a variant of the game, which we won't go over in this video, but that's an option. You get a bunch of different point tokens here. Player mats, let me pull them out here. Different player mats, different designs, and then you're going to have the mat for the actual Dragon Castle where you'll be placing all the tiles to play with. But the best part is these tiles. Let me just say, I've got a lot of games, and this is probably one of my favorite components of a lot of the games that I have. The weight is really nice. It's just fun to play with this game just because of the tiles. So, components-wise, awesome. Alright, so the goal of the game is to get the most victory points, and you get that by collecting victory point tokens throughout the game. You can also collect these Summon the Dragon tokens, which trigger the end of the game. Then you can also collect, or you get points depending on how many shrines are placed on your player board and on what floor the shrine is placed. So if it's placed on one floor, so one tile underneath it, it's going to be 1 point. If it's placed on the second floor, then you'll get 2 and 3 for the third floor. And then you can also get some points depending on the end of the game objectives. Alright, so the game of Dragon Castle is played in turns, and the players will take their turns in clockwise order. And on your turn, you can take one of 4 available actions. The first action being a pair of tiles. So, first you have to grab one tile from the top level. So I'm going to grab this one first. And then you can grab another tile from any floor, but it has to be the same symbol and the same color. So for instance, this would not work because these two are not the same symbol. However, these two are the same color and symbol. So that would work. The other thing is that a tile is available only if its long side is free. So I could choose this one from the top level first and then choose this one as my action. Another action you can do is taking a tile from the top again. So I'll take a tile from the top, and then you can also take an available shrine from the pool and add it to your personal player board in the storage on the side. Another action you can do is take a tile from the top, and then you can discard this tile in order to gain 1 victory point that you will add into your stash by your player board. The action of Summon the Dragon is only available at the end of the game, and this action is simply just taking this 2-point token, and then once this one is taken, this triggers the end of the game. And these are just points that you can add to your stash as well. So after you take your actions, you will then be grabbing your tiles that you selected and you'll place them on your player board. You can place them wherever you like, they don't have to be touching, but you can also place them where they are touching other types of the same tile, so for instance all the blacks. Now whenever you have 4 of the same types of tiles together connecting, then you have to consolidate them. So when you consolidate, you will be flipping these over like so, and then so that's a set of 4. So then I would get 2 victory points because I consolidated 4 tiles. Now if you consolidate a group of tiles more than 4, you will also get more points depending on how many tiles you consolidate. So if I consolidated 8 tiles that were touching, adjacent, then I would get 8 points. Now also, in order to consolidate, the tiles have to be orthogonally adjacent. So if this tile were here, this would have only been a set of 3 and I would not have been able to consolidate because this was a diagonal, not orthogonally adjacent. Now that this set of tiles has been consolidated, whenever I take the action next and get some more tiles, I can again place it wherever I want, but I'm also going to this time place these 2 tiles here. Now, because they've been consolidated and flipped over, I can now place a tile on top of a face down tile. You can't place a tile on top of another face up tile, but you can place it on the face down tile. At which point, this is a set of 4, so then I would consolidate yet again. Also, after consolidating, depending on what type of tile, you can also build shrines. So that is notated here on these help cards, where if I have consolidated a type of red, green, or yellow tile, I can place 1 shrine out. If it's a blue or black, I can place 2 shrines. Or a purple, I can place 2 shrines and get 1 victory point token. Because this is a yellow type of tile, when I consolidate, I can place 1 shrine. So I will consolidate these tiles, flipping these over, and I can place out a shrine on any tile that I consolidated. However, because this is a level 2 or a second floor tile, I will place it here because at the end of the game, you will score your shrines based on what level floor it has been placed on. So if a shrine has been placed on the first floor of a tile, then you get 1 victory point. The second floor, you get 2, and so on. These Spirit and Dragon cards here are a variant of the game that you can play with if you'd like. However, in this review, we won't be going over it, but you can discover it on your own. If the Dragon Castle only has tiles on the ground floor left, now you can take that 4th action that we talked about, Summon the Dragon, which is taking the rightmost token available, which will be 2 victory points at the end of the game. Now once this token has been taken and the exclamation point is shown, then that triggers the end of the game. After the end of the game has been triggered and the last turn taken, you will then score your points like we went over earlier in the video. The points being you add up all your shrines and the levels that they are on, any victory point tokens you have, any of these end of game tokens, and if you are playing with the dragon cards, you will total that dragon card objective as well. And whoever has the most points is the winner. Alright, so that is Dragon Castle. Now as a kid, I remember growing up and playing the computer mahjong game where you had to match the symbols and the colors, and I just remember loving that. Definitely get some of that good sentimental vibe when I play this game. There's also a lot of awesome components to it, so all those tiles that I showed you earlier, and it's just a good family weight game, and I find it relaxing to play as well. So overall, I enjoy this game. Yeah, so that's Dragon Castle. Now, if you like what you see, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and thanks for watching.